All right. Um, let's see here. So I've added some stuff to my game last we left. So let me just show you what we got going on here. We got some UI for the main menu. Um, we need to implement settings, but we do have credits. So look at that. I wanted to do something hand drawn. It just felt more. Oh, I don't know. It's just something I wanted. But we got level selection too. I try to make these transparent, but right now the background is black, and I'm not certain how to fix that. Ah, well, I'll probably have to fiddle around with more settings. It's one of those things where I don't think it really matters right now for the jam, so I'm just trying to prioritize what does. Um, so we have a little level. We've got our go meat. We've got these trash bags here. I also have a way of we're cutting holes through the thing. Oh yeah, here's the shop. I implemented the mouse, and there's you can move the arrow keys through as well. But I added the mouse too because it feels like a lot of the UI is just mouse. It's a bit of a mixed bag. I'd like to be able to use both for everything UI related, but meh. Anyway, if we go back from here to main menu, we should be able to select our second level here. Yeah. There we go. We can skip the store. I thought it might be good to actually add the store as part of the main area, so you can just go there anyway. Because right now you can only get there from beating a level. Granted, none of this has any uh, like these. This doesn't affect the game whatsoever when you buy. So, oh, these little models are from what are they? I'm in an organization called Society of Play. This is made by one member who calls themselves Float, and they made this as part of an asset pack jam. So this is all free use stuff. But if you've been around our group, you might have seen this little fella called Grombit. I can't afford Grombit right now. I don't have enough money. Um, that's fine. So, oh yeah, we also have a pause menu. I need to bring this over a little bit. Maybe to -8. Where is the pause? Let's see here. UI pause selection. Is this it? No, actually, it's instructions. That's right. Yeah, maybe -8 would be better. We'll just save that for now. I don't think it'll. Oh, it does. That's a little close. All right, tell you what. How about -9? There we go. That's a little off to the side. Anyway, you can swap. You can use controller for this as well. I also implemented WASD because it's just common, you know. Let me think. You can reset levels, which is really handy. Um, it'll be very important later. We could also just leave, and we leave the same way we go, or the same way we enter, I should say. We can go back to this level by selecting it. I'm also just kind of testing out a few things. Oh, there we go. Now we can actually go and throw away our trash. And I'm saving up for Donut Man here. So, what is the actual name? It's not Donut Man. It's Bagel Man. That's a bagel. Things to know. All right. So we've activated this one. I think this one seemed to be a little confusing. And I had my spouse play it. So I know that this big thing can roll out of this basket. But you kind of have to build up velocity. and it's one of those things where it doesn't really do it if you roll against it. You know, you kind of have to go back and forth and gain a little momentum. And a part of me thought, also the first thing she tried to do is jump. I thought that might be fun. I should also make sure these colliders don't pass through each other. I keep forgetting to do that. Anyway, that one's not really a big problem. I think, I don't know. It's good to have other people play your game. Whoa, that was weird. That weird pop. That was a problem early on. I can't remember what happened to solve it. So now we have our flyer, and it's supposed to bob up and down. You're supposed to hit the switch with this. And I feel like I need to have more instructions of something to pop, maybe from the top or the side to say, like, you know, use the flyer on the switch kind of thing. Also, the way the flyer flies is very inconsistent. Oh, no. I don't know if I can get it to escape the level. Oh. Close. Oh, there it goes. All right. But that's okay. We can get it to reset. And, yeah, it's not... I don't know. It's kind of a pain to control, which I don't really mind too much. I think the biggest problem is the flyer. I want the vertical height to bob a little bit, but I also feel like it should be a bit more controlled, because right now it's just sort of loosely flipping around. I don't know. Maybe that'll make it more fun for people. It's one of those weird things where it's like, it kind of sucks and it's kind of funny, but also it's, you know, kind of a pain in the butt because of that. There's that. All right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, see, it's pretty low to the ground a lot, which means it's not gonna really line up with this switch, and I kind of want it to be able to. And that collision box to detect this is pretty low, frankly. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I feel like if people get there, it should work, and they shouldn't have to keep hitting it, because, you know, what if they did it and then it just doesn't work? Oh yeah. So now that we've beat our final level, it's not a lot for the jam, but also, oh yeah, you can't buy everything, so you'll have to replay the game. That's where we get that endless replayability, because you can have an infinite number of combinations of limited items you can buy. That's what we'll call it anyway. That's how we'll market it. And anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the game. So now all these levels are unlocked and you can play them. I still need... right now, if you hit escape, you can go backwards in the menu. But obviously, I need to have a button there. Oh, there's a lot of little things to do, but I promised I would do music today and sound effects. So this is just showing off what we have. Let me think. Am I showing the whole screen? All right. Yeah. I gotta go into a Google Drive and grab some of this stuff. I don't want anyone to see my secrets, which would mostly just be random documents everyone probably has in their drive. Okay. We've got a lot of different sounds. My spouse helped me, or made, I should say, didn't help me make. They made. I can't remember which ones of these are music and which one. The wave are sound effects, MP3 or music. So I guess we'll just download everything. Whoops. Oh, okay. Nope. I don't want to do that. Okay. Grabbed them all. And now we're downloading. Okay. First, I think I'll play sound effects. I don't think I need to make anything unique for this. Probably just use the like audio player. Is it downloading? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I think it's done. Oh. Wait a minute. That's one file. Okay, when I told it to download everything, it grabbed one. So I guess I will have to do this one by one. Wait. Now you're saying there's a second file of that name. What is going on? I downloaded this? All right. Let's just clear out everything. All right. Also, I might have to add some lyrics to one of them. So that'll be fun. Fun for you all, that is. Listening and watching. Download that. We'll download that. And now we'll download all these WAV files. I guess I just manually click them. It's a little annoying, but it's somewhat tolerable. Okay. There we go. It should be everything. Cool. Trash Silly Song. All right. I already downloaded that one. These names are great. Okay. Let's grab... I think it's enough songs. I hope so. Frankly, I don't think there can be enough music that you can have in a game. Personally, I think the more the better. So, if someone's making music or sound effects, I'm like, just grab it all. Okay, SFX, paste. Excellent. All right, now when I go back into Godot, it's probably going to have me import everything. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Well, why don't I play some of this stuff and we can just vibe for a second. Right now I'm just listening to some D&B. All right, so here are the sound effects. This is for whenever the big piece of trash, I call it the heavy, hits that basket. That's great. Button selection. Enter the level. God, these are awesome. I forgot. That's whenever we what is that for? It just says hole. I think if that's when we score. Hold on a minute. That's the manhole. I think that's whenever we unlock the puzzle. So this one's for the switch. Nope, sorry, that's the same one as the manhole. This one is whenever the switch is flipped. And this one should be when we exit the level. No. What is whoosh for? Oh, I think whoosh is for the paper. I don't know if we'll use that for flying around. I wonder what I could use that for. This is button selection. This could be going backwards. Nah. Oh well, let's listen to some of these tunes. I just told my spouse, honestly, if okay, let me actually, I don't know if you can hear those. Okay, here we go. I told my spouse just make whatever the hell. Honestly, they've never made music before, and I was like, that's probably better because anything too structured is gonna have. I don't want to say structured music is bad, but like I don't know. We are making a trash game, and I think having music that's more chaotic and free is just a lot more fun and more to the vibe. So I'm really proud of him. Okay, this one's called Rap. I was gonna try to add lyrics to this one. Oh man, there's a lot of dead air. I think I'll have to cut off some of these. I'll need to do that with Audacity.
Go me in the hole, money in
Oh
your
yeah,
pocket.
this is me.
Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
Okay, so we'll have to add these two actually together. This is for the music. This is the shop music. This is really nice. This is actually really fucking great. Okay. This is Silly Song. This is Clown Hell. And this one's just called Trash. I really like this one. It feels kind of like I don't know, visiting Frog Town, and it's kind of swampy but kind of sewer and metal. It's like if Frogville was a little more urban, you know? Toad Town. Toad Town with an urban twist. All right, so that's our music. Let me think here. These are all good as in terms of like where they end. This one's fine. This one is fine. Yeah, this one we need to. It's got like a minute of just dead air. So I think other than that, wanting to probably cap off some of these other sound effects. So let's think. Interlevel. That's probably fine. Hole. I think that one was okay. Manhole's fine. Switch looks like. Yeah, we could shorten that one up. This one, yeah, there's like, yeah, most of this. See the it ends in 0.3 seconds, and then we've got 4.2, 4.1 seconds of 4.3 seconds of dead air. Um, so let's just open up Audacity here and clean some of this stuff up. Let me think here. God, what on earth? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't look at my files. I don't know why it would matter. Let's see here. Where am I going? No. I have to go to, let me think. Godot. Oh, who cares? Godot. And I just want to point out, actually, if you've ever done video game development or thought about doing it, these are all the games that I have either, I mean, some of these, like, these are like demos. Some of these are games that I started or little things I was working on or put some amount of work into. And others are like, like this one I finished. This one's a plugin I've worked on. There's some other ones like that I've kind of helped out with. But if you're starting out with game development and you're frustrated that it feels like a lot of the projects you work on aren't going anywhere, you have to remember you are learning. And doing game development is like if you want to practice running. Well, you start out as a baby. So you first have to learn how to move your muscles. And then you have to be able to crawl and support your weight and learn how to move areas. And then you have to learn how to move and support your weight on 2 legs instead of, all 4, your arms and legs. And then you kind of learn how to wobble around and stuff. But like eventually you learn how to walk and how to stand and how to run. And like these stages take time. I think part of the reason why babies and toddlers are always crying or frustrated, I'm like, yeah, you would be too if you were terrible at everything, Because like if you're new to game development, even if you've done other stuff, like I've done plenty of programming and stuff for years before that, but for starters, architecturally, it is kind of its own nightmare. And also, like if you learn an engine, you kind of have to learn your way around whatever engine it is. And also, you just like you have to learn a lot of other stuff like making music and sound effects and doing art and 3D modeling. Like especially if you're doing indie stuff, you're gonna probably get your hands into everything, and that takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. Don't be upset if you start building stuff and it just like it doesn't go anywhere. You're like, oh, it's not working out in the way I expected it to. Well, yeah, you're new. I mean, no offense, you suck at it. So don't be so hard on yourself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wait a minute. Importing uncompressed audio files. Copy them into the project, read them directly without copying. Read the files, make a copy. I'll just do that. I don't want to. Audacity can sometimes just destroy everything you're working on, and I truly hate it for that. Actually, do I want to cut it right there? It looks like that's where the sound stops, so. Anyway, just a little encouragement if you're kind of starting out, you're in this zone or like in tutorial hell, they say. My best advice is honestly just do game jam stuff, but like literally make trash. Just make small, simple, stupid things that you're not going to be. I don't want to say don't put effort into your games, but like I think at times for me, I have this grand vision of I'm going to make something marvelous, but like that takes time. That takes years. It takes a lot of hard work. And, you look at like other indie games that it takes years. Usually it takes multiple people collaborating. Don't be so worried that like your magnum opus is not happening. Make trash. Make shit for the sake of making it. Don't make it. I'd say don't even make it for the sake of selling it. I might end up putting this on Steam actually. Not as it is, obviously. I hope to have something cleaned up. But frankly, like, yeah, I think adding more levels, adding, maybe some other quality of life features. But ultimately, I'm like, I've got something simple, something that works, something that I think a lot of people would pay like maybe $1 or two, if it gave them like an hour or two worth of gameplay. I think that's fine. And it's like, that's probably not going to be big. It's not going to be a huge hit. It's not going to make me a lot of money, but it will give me a little more experience into publishing, into some of the marketing aspects of games and stuff. I would like to do this full time, or at least I think it'd be fun to be able to support myself doing this. That being said, it takes time and experience, and you'd rather have experience doing something. You're like, I made something sweet and simple, and I've got a little experience doing it professionally, or I guess in that, sales space, you could say. Um, but also, of course, like, when you make trash and you make stuff that's simple, you don't really care as much how perfect it is. And I feel like it's easier to finish a project, to wrap it up, and then you can put it on itch, or you can put it somewhere and you can have it like as your portfolio if you're serious about doing this as like a job. Then like, people need to see what you've made. You can't have a portfolio full of like, I don't want to say you can't have unfinished projects, but like, if you're going to have a portfolio, you need to be able to show off something. You need to be able to have something people can look at or interact with in some way. Whether it's music or sound effects, whether it's art. If you're like, you make programming and game mechanics, okay, your portfolio can just be a bunch of little demos with game mechanics. It doesn't have to be a full game, just to show what you're capable of. But I think whenever you make stuff, making trash is fun because you don't really have this expectation of like, I'm going to make some genius work of art. Because then it's like, it doesn't matter, how great or bad it is. You're just making it for its own sake, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If anything, I did talk to some artists, but they both wanted like, one of them just wanted to do game jam stuff without having money, but the other one was like talking about legal stuff and paperwork. And I'm like, I really didn't think about that, about the fact that like, before you do work, you need to have some kind of guarantee that you're not going to get screwed over, and it happens to people. So again, it's one of those things where I wasn't trying to rip anybody off, but I wasn't really thinking about the level of effort that would be required to ensure that people don't get ripped off, to give them a legal guarantee. And I ended up just saying, for this one, I'm just going to go solo, because I wanted to work on the game and not work in legal paperwork for the game jam. But that being said, again, it's like that thing where like, I think artists should get, they should be paid fairly and stuff. But a big part of that, if I'm going to be like, in charge of a project, then I'm like, I have to, probably put forth that paperwork, or at least have a budget and talk about what I'm willing to pay people. And I just didn't put forth that effort. So it's one of those like, oh, that kind of sucks, because it would have been great to have like artists working on the game. But I've learned, and the next project I work on, I'm like, I think I'm just going to keep game jam stuff simple. But if I'm serious about bringing other people on and talking about money and stuff, then I need to make sure that I have that together, and that I don't just sort of half-ass it and say, well, whatever, we'll worry about it later, because that's what people usually say when they try to screw you over. So I don't want to set that precedent, and that means I'm going to have to put in the effort to make sure that, that I don't know, that people aren't screwed over. Artist name. I did not make this. Track title. Whoosh. Album title. Gomi Moni. Soundtrack, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. What other one was I going to look at? Say project. No, I don't want to deal with Audacity's Crap. Basket hit. Yeah, that one. Button selection's fine. I think whole. We could crop it a bit. Manhole's fine. Switch definitely needs to. Yeah, we'll cut switch. Okay. Nuts. Like this is like nothing related to game development per se, but in my mind it's important to have make a copy. It's important to have like shorter sound files because I want this thing to play and then close and not have like weird layers of like sound files that are dead or playing, or maybe you pick up static or something. It's best that these things are just kind of cut short. That being said, I'm not really particular about how this is done. Here we go. Ellie. Track name, switch, and album title, Gomi Money, soundtrack. How do I tell you what? How do I save this template? Here we go. We'll set it for our default for now. Here we go. I want to make sure the metadata is also there and supportive. So, okay, now if we play it, this is 80 seconds. Probably have to. There we go. There we go. 0.7. Yeah, and now whoosh is 0.3. Seems long anyway, but whole is fine. Basket hit. Yeah, we'll crop that one down a little bit. Okay. Open. Basket hit. Make a copy. Right about 7.5. We'll cut it off here. There we go. Oh, whoops. All right. Export as a wave. Basket hit. Replace the file. Maybe I'll just call it basket, actually. All right. Save project. No. All right. Now, what else needed to do? Oh, yeah. I was trying to add the rap and the rhyme. This will be fun. Okay. So first things first, let's cut out all of this. Yeah, this is a whole minute of dead air. Because I want one song when it ends, the other one to be able to play. Or at least if we want to add a pause, we can control that time. But if it's just the soundtrack, then it's kind of like, it's basically about controlling our variables. We don't want a lot of dead air because we'll be waiting for that song to end before we play the next one. And if I'm going to add some quiet, I'd rather have control over it than just let it be kind of haphazard. Can I? All right, let me think here. Can I import? Yeah. Now this one might be a little tricky.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it.
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, they're both fine. They just need to line up. So let's get this. Can I stretch this out? Huh. How do I change tempo? I don't know how I'm going to I kind of have to eyeball it. It's like it's not a great way of doing this. I wish I could just manually kind of stretch it out. Maybe tell you what, let's just go for 10. And you know, right here is what we're looking for. I think that might be okay. I'll just copy this and come on, paste it. This needs to be quieter. And actually, this should probably be quieter too. This just by more.
Go me in the hole, money.
All right, never mind. This can't hear.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Go me in the hole, money
Okay.
in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
All right, we'll paste it one more time.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
I wonder if I need to. Can I change like the pitch or something, like a distortion? I don't know what distortion does. That everything I do in this program is a distortion. I could change the pitch.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket.
That's a little.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket.
That's like so distorted and weird. I don't.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
That's kind of good. So, I don't know what any of these values mean. Yeah, okay. And I don't know if it's gonna stretch it out. No, I don't think it made it longer, which is good. How do I? Can I turn this up? And you go down a bit more.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
It's not quite there, but I don't want to spend too much time messing with this because I gotta actually add the mechanics of music into the game. So, reverb. Maybe. What if I amplified it? That's way too much.
Go me in the hole, money. Go me in the hole.
Yes. And then we're going to add a reverb. No, not a repeat. A reverb.
Go me in the hole, money in.
That's too big. Too big.
Go me in the hole, money in your. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it.
Okay. All right, let's turn this down. Oh no, what the hell was that? I don't know what duck is. Okay. Let's actually just let's put them both at 0. I don't know if this is something that you only works in the program or gets exported, these sound settings.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket.
Yeah, the music is a bit too much. All right, let's try this.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it.
I wonder if I could, hold on a minute. I'm going to record. And I'm going to record by muting the mic. Okay. What that little bit of dead air grants us is space to add like a reverb here.
Got it.
Yeah, what I want to do here. Stop. Actually, I just want to do it with this. I love how it lines up like this, but I can't. Here.
Got it.
So I'm going to try to put an echo. Delay time, delay factor. Maybe I do need a reverb. Wah-wah? What's a wah-wah? What is this? How do I...
Got it.
Okay. Never mind. Can I wet only, big room, lots of reverberance, no dampening, lots of gain. Well, we're doing wet only. Okay, that was terrible. I just want it to repeat. Number of repeats to add. Yikes. 20? Okay, we're gonna add 30. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So we have this, and all I'm gonna do now is take all of these, except that initial one, and I wish I could add like more distortion. You know, like fade this out. Like make it fall apart, really. Because I want it to repeat, but I also kind of want it to become more and more distorted as it goes on.
Got it, 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 got it.
This is terrible.
Got it, 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 got it.
Stop. That's really annoying. Adjustable fade. Fade up, fade down. What is it at 0 if you hit fade down? Error. What? Mid fade adjustment percentage. Handy presets, linear out. What do you want, man? dB gain? Can it be more than 100? Okay, well, 20, I don't know. Fade up. All right, screw this. It's not working. The only thought is like I want it to do this. I just want it to get more. Oh God, do I have to manually adjust all of these? I feel like I wish there was just a way to apply a fade over time. Maybe there is. Okay. Apply fade over time. Probably should say what I'm using. Audacity. Fade in, often applied over very short audio selection. You can get more musical by applying a linear fade in 3 times. I don't want to do effect over time. How to apply effect over time? Okay, use the envelope tool. 2 white arrows and bent blue line. Gently transition. You Google your brains out. Okay. This person said the envelope tool. Must be this one. Okay, so what we're going to do here is copy. Let's crunch the music up. Copy this. Can we just put it in a new track? We can, but now it's like it's over here. How do I? Oh God. Okay. All right, this is it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, we'll grab you. We'll move hopefully the whole thing over. Yeah. All right. There we go. And you. How do we think here? Oh God. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know. Okay, whoops. Tell you what. Let's add the effect. Some big reverb. Wet gain more. Sure. Just crank it up, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks terrible. But now what we'll do is, I'm guessing we just slowly adjust it little by little. So we'll just have a little bit here and a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Boy, if only there was a way I could just bend the whole curve. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. All right, let's add that reverb. All right. How do I like let's deselect all these lines. Because I just want to do this over one curve and I don't want to have to I don't want to have to manually put all those lines in there. I don't think that'll be great. Oh God, I have to click every single line. Must I? Must I really? All right, that's fine. It's just, this is the kind of nonsensical tedium that like, this is unappreciated and it's its own reward, but boy, is it just annoying. Still, I'd rather use Audacity than pay for something. Pay for some overpriced thing that comes with 6,000 AI attachments and they're all crap. Talk about trash. All right, so here we go. But hey, and doing this, I have learned. I have grown. I have grown. All right, so, how do we? Okay, all right. We'll start out. Yeah, big. And over here, yeah, we're gonna have collapsed into nothing. Ooh, there's a nice little like curve. Okay, how do I destroy this? Oh, I can move it back. Okay. Yeah, we're really gonna fade out of the whole thing. There we go. We'll start out a little stronger. Yeah, we'll kind of slope down and then cut in. And then down here, all right, we'll start out small. And we're going to... Boy, I wish I could... is there a way to reverse the, like, envelope a little bit? I guess I could do this. All right, tell you what, we'll add in. Actually, we'll add it in as it's kind of fading out, and then we'll slowly add the rest in. Right about here is probably fine. Awesome. Excellent. Flipping great. Let's cut this whole thing out. This is all just useless dead air. Let me think here. Yeah. And we'll fade out here. Let's give that a listen.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash, now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash, now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket,
Okay,
money buys trash,
let's see how it goes.
now you got it, now you got it, 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 got it.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? This one I will save. Though I'm going to save it in its own folder. Here? I don't know. Where do I save any of this crap? Voiceover vague. Voiceover work. Sure. Yeah. Sure. I don't care. Let's export that MP3 file in the music folder. And yes, we will replace it. Track will be mixed down to tutorial. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and this is, stop putting my name here. Rhyme, lyrics only. No, this is rap. Let's see. Save project before closing. Sure. And let's hope it doesn't blow everything up. Oh, whoops. Let me think here.
Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash, now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money buys trash, now you got it, now you got it. Go me in the hole, money in your pocket, money
Here
buys
comes.
trash, now you got it, now you got it, 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 got it.
Okay. We don't need the rhyme because that's not what we want. All right, so we have shop music, which I fucking love. God, it's so good. And then there's clown hell. All right. This is awful to loop for. It's 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds. Oh, we're gonna loop it in the menu though. You better believe we're gonna loop it. Okay, so let's talk about how I have everything set up. Actually, that's important. We have. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make like sound, won't I? No, maybe not. All right, so we have something called a staging system, and that has these containers: level, shop, and main container. The main is just a like main menu, and these containers have, it's like the shop one has the actual shop, but it also has like buttons and other UI elements that aren't shop related, but like it's like the shop is just the shop itself. In fact, here, if I go to UI and I open up the shop, you can see that what's here is literally just this box. It's supposed to be a dumpster. I don't think I have time to model it. But we have this like box here, and all we're concerned about is just the shop as far as buying stuff goes. But the shop container has a camera. It's got where it lists the prices for stuff. It's got these buttons. So the container has a bit more stuff, and it's sort of it's the parent object for these main mechanics. It goes for levels in the main menu as well. So let's think here. what should we start with? We should probably start with sound effects because those will be easier to listen to and hear for. So when an item is purchased, it goes to the shop container. We're going to do our sound there. And we've got handle item purchased. So here we update the cost on our board, and we're also going to play a sound. So let's see here. I think it's audio player. Non-positionally. Yeah. That's what we want. Audio stream player. We're going to call this a purchase SFX. And all we're going to do here, the only thing we're going to do here is, what are we going to put here? Oh, we don't have a sound effect for buying stuff. That's terrible. That's just terrible. Enter level hole manhole switch. Yeah, that's not a great one. I think I have to ask my spouse to make more sound effects. Let's write that in some notes. Let's just say Game Jam wrap up notes. Buy shit with money at the shit shop. We'll call it the trash shop. I want my nieces and nephews to be able to play this game. I don't think they'll be allowed. Okay, so let's see. Wrap up notes. SFX for made a purchase. I don't know what else we might need. You know, it's fine. I don't need to think of everything right now. That's why we write it down, so we can just keep it there later. Price board. Which one do I actually want? I want just the shop container for now. So purchase SFX. We don't have anything. But we do have music, so why don't we just add that here too? Music. And we're going to add our very tranquil trash shop music. And that's great. Okay. We will autoplay it. And I think whenever we're leaving, we need to turn off the music. I want to fade the music, actually. So, all right, I do have to create a new thing. All right, let's call this music player. And we're going to give it a, oops, first we have to save it somewhere. Probably we should have a folder called audio. And in audio, we will save our music player. We'll save our music player script. And the only reason I'm doing this is so that we can kind of keep track of fading in and out inside of this entity, and I don't have to worry about, like, I don't know. Like, we can fade in. And we can fade out. And that's all I want to do right now. Actually, nah, screw that. Create tween. I wonder we should pass the duration. Probably. Because I think we'll do that whenever the camera moves in and out. So create tween. Yeah, it'll be different for each audio track too. I mean, it probably won't. The camera fade in and out seems to be pretty consistent. But still, it'll probably be good to just control it from the outside. I can imagine we won't want them all to do the same thing. All right. We're not going to do anything too fancy. We'll just have a linear fade in and out, even though something a bit more, what do you call it? Actually, we can set an ease value, so we'll probably just do that. Okay. Tween property on ourself. The property will be volume dB. I wonder if she's just, how far down do we go? Negative 80, I guess. Yeah. Volume dB. Oh, they have volume linear. I wonder, is there a range for volume linear? Volume linear might be better to control with tween. We'll do that. What is the range that we want? Like, it's dB to linear. I mean, does it go to 0 or does it go to like a negative value? dB to linear. Where did you go? There you are. I don't know what 0 should be. Maybe we should just keep it to volume dB. This is logarithmic. So, I don't know. Set ease. Let me think here. Starts slowly, speeds up towards the end. Starts quickly, slows down. I think we'll ease in for fade out and ease out for fade in. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Stop doing that. Set ease. Ease in. Here, and then we'll take it to 0 for fade in. And we're going to ease out, which makes it slow at the end. Okay. Yeah, we'll give that a go. I don't know how well that'll do. Okay, so we have an item called music player. So instead of music, we will attach our music player instead. We'll still give it the same song, except whenever we close, What is our close transition? 0.2. Oh. Here we go. Music player. There we go. We'll fade out. I'll just say 1.2. We'll give it 1. Let's see. Let's set up a value for that. Music fade. There we go. No magic numbers here. Okay. Music fade duration. And then when we open the shop, show the world. I don't know. I don't know why I'm adding so many notes. Say hello. Right, and we will say fade in music. Feels like pointless to actually to add this. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? So hello, goodbye. All right. That's for the shop container. Now we want to go to the, let's do the main container first, actually. Let's open the main container. There we go. And we will add our music player for the main container. And we'll play this wretched nightmare of a song. And yeah, we'll also call this music fade duration. I want to make this very short. I want to really slap him silly with it. Speaking of which, maybe the shop should also be a little shorter. We'll fade in a little quicker. And our main container will fade in a lot faster. Really hit him where it hurts. And here we go. Oops. Nope. I need to bring this in. And I need you to pass in your type so that we can call your functions. Fade in and music fade duration for opening, and then run and level selection. Oh, this is closing. Fade out. What a nightmare. All right, so we got that for the shop and for the main menu. The level's a little trickier because we have this, this, and this. We have 3 songs. So we'll probably have to provide our music player with an array of music. And instead, we'll say, when one ends, just play the next one on the track. But let's run it. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too loud. I don't hear any audio. This is why you test things. You. What's up? Fade in. to 0. Yeah. Music player fade in. Oh, tell you what. You should probably start at 0. Oh, actually here. Volume DB. Music quiet and music, we'll just say on and off, actually. On and off, -80 and 0.0. All right. I mean, that's correct, right? Like volume 0. If I... Oh, God, I'm sorry. Yeah. Autoplay. Should probably put that. Playing. Is this just a read value? Yeah. What loop? Let's see. No. Okay. I can see how we're gonna have to songs. 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 An array of stream. What is this called? An audio stream. Yes, but this is an audio stream MP3. Audio stream MP3. And we'll make sure that when we start off our fade in, I believe -40 should just be our actual. You can't even hear it. So when we do that, we're going to say play, and we're not going to pass anything, and we'll play from beginning. But we also want to make sure that when we finish on player music, why do you take me to a different file? Wait, what the hell? No, don't. Okay. Main container. All right, where'd you put that function? All right, yeah. No. No. Not here. For the music player. Yeah, okay. All right, on finished, we are going to, let's see. Current index. We're gonna play the first song. Sure. I don't care. Let's see. on finish, we're going to say current index, iterate +1, and then we'll say if current index is equal to the size of our songs, then our current index is going to be reset to 0. Okay. And then we're going to iterate. Does iterate have 2 T's? Whatever. And then we're just going to play the next song. So we'll say stream equals songs current index. That should work. Boy, do I have a lot of faith it won't, though. Stops all currently playing sounds if left empty. It won't work. Okay. So play next song on list. Now, the great thing is if our current index is 0, yeah, we iterate it to 1, which would be the size of having 1 song on the list, which would set it back to 0, and we would just replay the next song. Which I know sounds like a nightmare. Good. And then we'll, after we do the tween, we should have a callback. Where are you? Tweed callback. I suppose we could call this. No. Here. On. I'll keep it internal. On fade out. Finished. Stop. Okay. There we are. So now we have this function, which should be called. Once we fade out, we'll just make sure to turn it off. And we have to fade in to play the music. Okay, so our main container, instead of putting the trash silly audio song here, start up the music. Ensure our volume is practically off. Turn up the music. Turn down the music. And stop when practically off. Cool. Oh. There you go. All right. That should set it and play it. And when it's done playing, it will play a new one. And then when it fades out, it should stop it. But it won't iterate the index. And I wonder if I should. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so our main container has our silly song. Yes. And then our shop container will have right. Sorry, I forgot what the hell I was doing. Trash shop music Here we go. But not trashy shop music. I feel like a politician the way I said that just now. Finally, let's... well, actually, I don't know if we'll need it. I should probably be fine. Okay, so our music player... All right, let's try that again. Oh, breakpoint. Excellent. What horrid nightmares. Yep, it just loops. And it's kind of bad. That's good. That's a good fade out. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What? Why are you doing... Hold on. I think I know what's wrong. So we got... This is not a good pause screen. Pause selector. The toggle menu is checking for what stage we're in. And the instructions should also do that. Yes. Let's make sure we do that. Okay. Now we shouldn't have... One of them was toggling on. God. It's a nightmare. Okay. Now they toggle together. Good. One was toggling on and off outside of the... Whatever. God, look at that. That's fantastic. Oh, right. Okay. And I think we should actually be good for the level container, too. So let's add a music player here. And we're going to add our 3 songs. So first things first, we're going to want to add our rap song so that players... they know. And then we'll add a song called Trash, and then we'll add Random. And there you go. Now for our level container, when we open, let's pass our music player as a variable. I know I like naming a lot of variables with like camel case and functions with the underscore. It makes sense to me. I don't know, as long as you're consistent, that's honestly the most important part. Everyone's going to be different. Let's fade in, and we need to have music fade duration, and I'm going to put a little longer on this one. Here we go. And then when we exit, we'll have our fade out. Excellent. Okay, let's try it. God. Welcome to the nightmare.
Money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it. Throw me in the hole. Money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it.
I want to
Throw
listen
me
to
in
the
the
full
hole.
thing.
Money in your pocket, money buys trash. Now you got it, now you got it. Got it, 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 got it.
Excellent. All right. That did not fade out correctly. And I have no idea why. This might not have been called. Yeah, let's that's my best bet. All right. God damn. This fucking song. Okay, it gets called. So we run. All right.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Throw me in the hole. Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Throw me in the hole. Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Got it. Got it.
We gotta wait
got
for
it,
this one to
got it,
finish
got
because
it,
I want to
got it, got it,
recreate the
got
same
it, got it,
conditions.
got it, got it.
Probably good to have tests for this thing, this component. All right. Let's close it out. There's no fade out. Do I fade out on the level? Don't I? Fade out, yeah. I wonder if it does it at all, actually. Oh, God. What a nightmare.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now
All
you
right.
got it. Throw me in the hole. Money in your pocket. Money.
That's weird. It didn't get called. Oh, you know what? That's exit. There's success. I forgot about that. Okay. It's probably not great to have repeating. I wonder, oh, okay. Where? Level completed is success. But when do we handle level exit? Pause selection, yeah. Pause options. Oh, you've made a selection in the pause menu. I guess we don't do anything here. And then we leave, we just say exit. Right. Tell you what we're going to do. When we open this, say hello. Reset level. Passing. Reset passing check. So pass level is going to be false. And then when we're success, we're marked as true. We increment the level, we add money. And then we'll just say leave level. And here we're going to exit. Notice when we click it here, we're just exiting in general. But the good thing is that we're only going to set that value. We're only going to do these things once. All right. Are you having fun?
Money in your pocket.
All right, let's leave.
Money buys trash.
It's fading out. Good. Calls that. God damn. That is... What a nightmare song.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
Success. Fade out. Stop. Okay. Let's buy something.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you
I wonder
got
if I
it. Now
should
you got it.
increment
Throw me in the hole.
anyway.
Money in your pocket. Money buys
Because I
trash.
feel like
now you got
people
it.
aren't
Now
even
you
going to
got
hear
it.
the other
Throw me in the
songs if I
hole.
don't.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash.
Yeah. Let's increment the songs whenever we fade on fade out finish. Yeah. So ensure no music plays and swap songs to ensure the full set is heard. Swap songs for variety. He keeps starting off with the same song. It's probably going to get annoying. So, yeah. Let's have a function actually called, we'll have one called play song. And then we'll have one called iterate index. Yeah. Why not? What do we got to lose? All right. Iterate index and play song. Except maybe we move these things before we delete them. There we go. So when we finish, we're going to iterate index and we're going to play a song. And when we fade out, we're just going to iterate index. And when we start up the music, we're just going to play the next song, whatever's available. Good. Excellent. All right, let's test that. Oh, man. I'm going to really people are going to love that.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
What a variety, huh? Yeah, that's good. This menu song, I don't know, man. People might hate it. They might hate me. Oh, God. That's a really... What an awful first impression. People are going to be like, I fucking hate this. This game sucks. All right. Somewhere I'm printing things. Closing level. I think it might be the camera. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I don't need to print these messages. And the vehicle activation. The vehicle controller. No. Is it? No, it's the vehicle swap system. Yeah. I don't need to print this either, frankly. Where do I print it? Don't I print it somewhere? I thought I did. I mean, something's getting vehicle activated. Uh-huh. Is it the level container? I don't think it would be. I don't think the level container keeps track of that. Maybe the level does. Boy, I wish they told you where this stuff gets printed, because oh, handle vehicle activation. Oh, right. There needs to be some kind of UI notification. People need to know what vehicle they have control over. A little pop-up. Which reminds me, I should do that for instructions too. I think the instructions should kind of pop up and go away. We need to write this down. Or else we're going to forget. Okay. Let's see here. We'll just call them pop-ups. Vehicle activation. And what else? Instructions. Okay. Oh, you know what else I need? Cancel / actually we'll just say back button. for the main menu. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay, we got our music set up, so that's great. Now we need to do sound effects. So let's think here. Okay. Before we continue, no, hold on a minute. Let me make sure I save everything. I like VS Code for keeping track of all my files, specifically because I don't know, I could just scroll down the entire list and then shift click and wow, there it is. So importing audio assets. Why? Wait, no. What? No. All right. Why is everything staged? Unstage everything. God. This is why I hate VS Code. It's the worst. All right. Importing audio assets. Okay. Now that's not fair. I know I just told you to unstage everything. Right? What on earth is happening? Whoosh. Import. Those are all the audio files. Stage. Which you should only stage these. That was weird. I hated that. Whatever. Okay. The instructions thing, the level camera. We'll call that cleanup. Let's see here. Music player. Yeah, all these containers in the music player. Added music mechanic, music playing system. Sure. God, what? I hate how it's like, hey, you haven't clicked anything. And so instead of saying you should probably stage some of this, it just goes, why don't we stage all of it and you can just, deal with it. I'm like, please stop. Don't do that. I'd rather you just tell me I'm wrong than automatically do something that I'm mistakenly doing. Oh, I don't know what to call this crap. Level camera, cleanup, instructions. This is ensures no toggle without. No toggle while out of level. It's like those last two were unnecessary. We'll leave the README for now. Those last two commits were kind of dumb. Anyway, all right. All right, now we do sound effects. Now, I think for the sound effects, everything's just going to have to manually be added. Huh. Pause selector. Is there a signal that is sent? Yes. 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 I was about to say it's probably in the container itself. Let's close that. All right. Handle item purchased. Handle option selection. So whenever something is selected, play the button SFX. So that's for purchase. And this one is for button selection. SFX. Whoop. Oh, no, no, okay. Button selection will be, here we go. We need to bring you into the level, don't we? Yeah. I'm just going to call it Button SFX, actually, because, I don't know, we don't have any other SFX going on. Cool. Great. Wonderful. Audio, what do you call this thing? Audio stream player. Stream player. Oops, nope. Button SFX. We're just gonna play. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it. All right. So that's for the shop container. For the main container, level selection, handle main selection. They will both need to play. So play the button SFX. Let's just copy this and paste it here. Cool. Whoop. SFX. There's a bird outside my window. A crow. Or a raven. Or whatever the hell they're called. Whatever, I don't know. Pause selection. Whoops. Let's play that button SFX again. Go paste this. Why don't we just grab that from here and do that. I like spacing these out even though it doesn't really matter. I don't know. It's all, who cares, actually. Just crunch it together, make it horrible. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't like how it feels. It feels wrong. No. I like grouping. Yeah. Yeah, this is my project. Shut up, bird. Can you believe that guy? Yeah, this is whatever. Whatever. Why am I getting upset? All right, let's see here. When a pause selection is made, play that button. So we're gonna have to do this for every button. All right. I'm gonna need to mute the music. Oh, you know what, actually? No, I need to add some buses. So, right. Okay, so the music player, let us go to you. You will play on the music bus. And bus music. Bus music. Bus music. You two, though, are going to be playing on the SFX bus. And the reason we do that is so that it flipping, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so we can turn it off whenever we want to test something. So there's no more music. so we can hear the button. Let's go back. And this one. All right. Oh my gosh, best viewers on a website. Well, let me just pin your message while I can delete it. Thank you. All right. We'll test that and that one. Okay, if we open this, if we hit reset, it'll make the sound. If we hit return, it'll make the sound. If we hit leave, it'll make the sound. This is great. And also, oh wait, I'll need to test the shop buttons, won't I? I could probably, actually, I have a test for that, don't I? Yeah, so this is why I have different testing systems. I'm wasting a bit of time going through the whole game. Test the shop container. Let's run this. Here we go. If we hit R, we should be able to, yeah. Okay, that works. We can make it more loud, maybe. It feels like it needs to be. Huh. Level container. What about the shop container? There you are. All right, let's test this again. Yeah. Can I turn down the volume for that one song? I might just have to open it in Audacity. Loop. Oh. Yeah, let's open it in Audacity, actually. That way we can just turn the whole thing down. Okay. Welcome to Clown Zone. All right. Effect, amplify, de-amplify. Let's really turn it down. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, how much? How? Okay, we'll do that. I don't know. It's all a guess, isn't it? Yes. Hey, you remember that template I did earlier? Thank you. Trash silly song. Excellent. Thank you. Don't save. All right. Now this should be quieter. Okay. Good. If I turn you back to 0. Whatever. Let's try this again. All right. The main container button SFX shall also, we're going to add it a little bit more. Oops. Testing the game. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, really just make it loud, honestly. It's fine. If like we can turn down the button volume elsewhere.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Go me in the hole. Money in your pocket. Money buys
trash. That's good. Turn up just a little bit more for the level container. I should also be able to adjust settings.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it. Go me in the hole.
All right, it's fine. I'll turn it up on every one of them. I love how that sounds like a threat. I'll turn it up on all of them. Okay. That's enough for that. We need to... Let's see here. Whoa. Oh. What other sound effects do we have? Basket hit. Okay, we need to go to our mechanics now. So that's... Nope, this is our test environment. We'll probably want to keep that actually open. So... levels, no. Containers, no. Audio, no. Mechanics, here we go. So our keys. I call the key a switch and a basket, and the lock is that cover. So the reason why I call them that is because if you have a puzzle and you've got, let's say, 3 keys to solve or obtain or fix to unlock a door, a key in this instance is just like whatever needs to activate, and when they're all activated they all get checked and then the puzzle is unlocked. All right, basket hit. Let's call this basket SFX. You'll play with the SFX bus. I don't know if that should be louder. Yeah, it's kind of it's a big thud, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. It's not going to be perfect. I think some of these sound effects are going to be, it'll be fine, right? Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Key. Toggle on. On trigger body and true. Toggle on. Is triggered true. Okay. It's funny, I have a light that I don't know if I'm actually going to end up using this. I built it and everything. Add light to connect light to keys to ensure. I know why they need to be connected. I don't need to say why. Okay. Anyway, the basket SFX. We'll play. All right. You will play. Woo. Whenever you're toggled. This key is solved. Show a change in, let's see, show the mechanism Mechanism? Whatever. Show the mechanism change. Changing. Trying to add a little bit better notes here. Anyway. Basket SFX and yeah, it should be fine. So switch. You'll have an audio stream player. And you'll be called Switch SFX. And what are we going to do? You already know. Can I turn that up? I guess. I wonder if I should pitch it down a little bit. I kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, switch SFX on the Switch. Here we go. What is the animation player? Oh, yeah. I had to do something with that, and that's the thing. Whatever. When we throw the Switch, play sound for feedback. There you go. Ensures interference. I don't know if that's how you spell interference. I gotta know if that's how you spell interference. Interference. Yes. Yes. All right, good. Cool. Play the sound effect. All right, so that's for the basket, and that's for the Switch. And we have button selection, interlevel, and exit level. Oh, the manhole cover. Let's do that one, actually. So for the cover, we have this cover SFX. Simple enough. All right, and whenever we unlock, we will show the user a change. Ensures it knows what it is. That's the stupidest note. Play sound for feedback. And we'll say cover SFX. Play. What are we going to play? We're going to play this. I mean, we could just... What if we played it lower? Oh, that's so cool. That's really great, and I love it. I'm not changing a thing. The other two need to be on the right bus. Did I do that? No. All right, there. And basket is okay. Basket's good. Switch is good. Cover is good. Now we have. Let me think here. So there's interlevel, and there's whole, and this one should be going. This is like whenever we zoom out, like we're starting a level, and this is whenever we score, which is fantastic. Oh my god. Let me think here. We will want to play this sound effect actually. I think at the container level. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So let's add another one here. We'll call this enter SFX, and then we're gonna have exit SFX. The button is on the right bus. Good. Is that true for the other containers? Button SFX, yeah, button. We still don't have a purchase sound. I guess we can make that the whoosh. Maybe we can. Hold on, let's not get sidetracked. Okay. The level container. Yes, enter and exit. Let's see, enter level. Wave. I like that. I wonder if I can. Nah, we'll keep it. I don't think I have to mess with the volume or anything, actually. So, here we go. Enter SFX, SFX. Do 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 do. All right, there we go. Whenever we leave our level, we exit. Fade music, and then we're gonna play exit SFX, which we should provide, shouldn't we? Whole. Turn up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. We will play the exit SFX, and when we open, we will play enter SFX. Cool. What is the camera transition duration? Yeah, it's about the same. You know what? Maybe for the level, maybe we'll just keep it to be a second. Okay. So we've got enter and exit for that. You're both on the SFX bus. And what am I doing with the shop container? You. Okay. We don't want to test any of that. I think that would be fine. But I do want to test. Where is it? Wait a minute. Testing stages. Shop container. And then the actual shop container itself. Where are you? There you are. Purchase SFX. All right. Let's play around with this. So that's that. What if we slowed it down? What if we sped it up? Nah. I don't like it I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll keep it for now, but I don't like it. I think we can have better. And I'm gonna ask my spouse if they'll make something. I just forgot to include it in my original request, so now we know we need it, and now we should have it. Handle item purchased. Here we go. There we go. All right. Let's turn the audio down a bit, and let's run the whole game. Yeah. I don't know why I'm testing these all.
Money in your pocket. Money buys
Oh,
trash.
that's great.
Now you got it. Now you got it. Throw me in the hole. Money in your pocket. Money
Alright.
buys trash. Now you got it. Now
Go
you
to the
got
shop.
It. Throw me in the
Oops.
hole.
That's great. It's good. I think the exit SFX, I want to slow it down just a tad. Okay. Where's the test for that, actually? Yeah, test level container. No, not that one. I want to test just the first level. Having somebody to test all my levels independently is also
Money in your pocket.
great.
Money buys trash.
All right, let's listen.
Now you got it.
That's good. I want it to be just a little slower. Like a point 8, yes. Okay.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash. Now you got it. Now you got it.
That's great. I think that's perfect. I want to see it again because I don't know if it's perfect. I doubt myself. My perfectionist is beginning to kick in.
Money buys trash. Now you got it.
You know what? All right, you know what? Let's just yeah.
Money in your pocket. Money buys trash.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh my gosh. Fucking clown music every time.
Money in your pocket.
All right.
Money buys trash. Now you got it.
God damn, that's good. This is good. This is great. Oh my gosh, this music is. I'm so excited. I mean, I think I've had a pretty good game, but having the music and the sound effects, they really do it. Okay. Oh, good. My cats are fighting upstairs. God. All right. Let's just say. Whatever. We'll say added SFX and other adjustments. That's what that is. Notes. Sure. But now I have to use this tool to push everything. I know I could do it all in one place. Actually, I can't push from here. I don't think. There's like some weird issues. All right, so what were some of those notes? Let's close some of this stuff. Just like to close up because. All right. The bus layout. Should this be in main in the base? I feel like I should just keep it here. I guess I could keep both of these in here, though. Oh. Sure. All right. SFX for making a purchase. Pop-ups. That's right. A back button for the UI. And these things. Okay. We can get these done. I'm going to message my spouse, actually, really quick here. Huh. Let's see, I'm going to say something high-pitched. Maybe bell-like. Something that feels like a hooray. All right. Okay, let's tell you what, let me take a short break actually. I might grab a bite to eat and I don't know, check emails and stuff or whatever. All right, I'm back. Set dressing. Each of these areas are very bare bones. And it's sufficient. But I think it would be better if we had like a background. I don't know, some kind of wall or something perhaps. And I don't know, just some environmental stuff. Oh, the settings. God. But yeah, you know, if you look at this container, if you look at the shop container, it's very blank. And I feel like just having, I don't know, a ground, like a floor and a wall with some lighting and stuff would be helpful. But right now, why does it show the light bulb? Look at that. You see that? Weird. Okay. Regardless, the main container. We need to have buttons. We have a bunch of little buttons here. Okay. We're gonna have a button called cancel button. And I'm just gonna kind of put it actually, what I can do is add a mesh. And the mesh I make, the mesh is empty. A quad mesh, and we'll make this the collision shape. And there we go. Now we have something you can click on. And we need to give it the same pop-up kind of abilities. A lot of these things have mouse entered, exited. Oh, whoops. Whoa. We're gonna call you cancel option. That's fine. Yeah. And then you'll give you a script called cancel option. And we're going to change a bunch of this stuff in a minute. Cancel option. We don't need to pass an enum or store one. And we don't need to do that either. And I don't need to set that because we're just going to set the texture immediately, actually. Here we go. Assets, images, menu icons. Yeah, cancel PNG. Whoa, look at that. We can make it look in a whatever. Isn't that fun? Identifier image not declared. That's fine. Whoa, excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, this will be the same for everything. I don't know if I should make this larger. I could. Let's just see how it is for now. Script. Okay, hover, shift, hover duration. Has focus. So yes, it ensures can see the butt. All right. Yeah. I need to make this like a general class. I feel like. I mean, I kind of don't because this is like the last button I'm adding so far, but. Well, if your things start to have the same mechanics, it's usually good to just maybe create a parent class they'll inherit from. But it's not necessary. Okay. What am I doing? I'm adding this. I just like forgot everything. Level selector. Open this scene up. We're going to add our cancel option in here. Do I do anything for this? Yeah. We should have a cancel callback that is separate from all this. We should also have a node called options just for all the levels. I think here. You. Signal cancel selected. And when we go through all the children, we only want to get those within this parent. And we don't want to add anything for the whatever the thing. Okay. Did I just erase something? Hold on a minute. Yeah, what the hell, man? I was like, what happened to the setup function? Whatever. Sometimes weird stuff happens. All right. Func. Handle cancel selected. And our setup in the ready function, we will connect them. Cancel option selected, connect to handle cancel selected. I give this its own class. I did. Right. Okay. Oh. I wonder if I should just pass it through, because it's also doing that weird thing of oh, I don't know. We'll say level callback. And then cancel callback. Connect. I call them a callback. Callback, callable. It's the same thing to me. Yeah. There we go. Cancel callback. There we go. And now we don't have to actually handle, because sometimes it's like there's no point in having a signal that you pass up just so you can call another signal and pass it up. It's a little annoying, frankly, I find. All right, that's for level selection. We should probably also, okay, we should make sure that this, gosh, where do I put it? Golly, Robin. Maybe make it small. And, I don't know. Here, maybe? Eh. I should line it up with the top. I guess. It's not really that great. Yeah. I kind of want to signify that it's, you know, kind of out of the way. Maybe down a little bit. Yeah. And that'll be the cancel button. Okay. We've got that for our level select. Now we need one for settings as well. Why? Yeah, why did I do it like that? Yeah, no, this is... Nah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, that's good. Yeah. 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 I'm not really happy about it one way or another. It is what it is. Settings. Settings menu. Yeah. Okay. Cancel callback. Callable. And we'll just do the same thing we did here. There we go. Cool. And finally, the credits must have a button as well. Cancel option. All right, settings. We could probably just copy this exact function. There we go. If I'm creating something, I'm always going to give it a class. Credits. Menu. Yeah. Huh? Oh. Okay. Now, in our main container, we need to make sure we connect all these signals up. So here we go. This thing's already mad. Handle level selection. But how about handle cancel selection? Which, it's probably going to be all of these. But, actually, I wonder if level... We're going to make the cancel callback first. I don't know why. There's something in my brain that just says going backwards is more important and should initially be covered than going forwards. Don't even ask. I have no idea why. But there it is. So level selector, our settings menu, which we should bring over here. Settings and credits. Sure. Okay. Setup, handle, cancel, selection. Same for our credits. Setup, handle, cancel, selection. Credits, settings, level, main. All right. And then on our actual thing, we're going to tell the Cinemagraph. Is there a button for this? Level selected. We've been reading inputs, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Handle this, handle that. Open, run, ready, input. Return to root. Yeah. And we'll make sure we run that. And we call this, since we're calling it from two different functions. So now we have a singular function that we call either when we select the cancel button or the input is toggled. Okay. I think that should be it. I'm gonna turn down the audio, the music. What's wrong? Oh, okay. There you go. I told you to turn off the audio, you bastard. Why? What on earth happened? Node mesh. Is this used at all? No, it's not. And I can understand there is no mesh node, so. Alright, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, that's not great. And there's something I didn't do. I forget this every time. Every time I am trying to create one of these options. Where are you? There you are. Let's look at the actual credits camera. Yeah. Uh-huh. I guess. What is it about this thing? There's something I need to turn on. There's something I'm supposed to like. Oh my gosh, of course. The signals. Mouse entered on mouse entered. Yes. Mouse exited on mouse exited. There we go. I always forget that because I keep copy and pasting the code. One more thing. You know what? Actually, we're gonna have this is going against some rules here that the way I set things up initially. This thing is so unique. I'm literally just gonna have its own SFX. And no one can stop me. There we go. And we're going to use that. I think I'm going to use the same sound effect as the button, but I'm going to play it a little differently. Stop. Actually, no. I want whoosh. Yeah. All right. Whoosh. What if I use it with sound? No. 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 I don't need to put that. Wait, no. 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 Camera back to start. And, yeah, because, we don't need to have that playing. When we could just give it 1 for the whole area. Cancel less effects and there we are. There we go. Okay. Let's go for that. Okay. God, I hate it. I really hate it. Settings, credits. Put it like here. Line it up right in the middle. Ooh, no. Pull it out a bit. If we're looking at the credits camera, though. Yeah, okay. Well, we can move it up a bit. Yeah. I wonder if I should just put it on the side here. Same with this. You know? It's kind of slanted a little bit. And level selector should, it should be kind of near, but not overlapping anything. Also, I don't like the hover, the distance it shifts. I'm thinking like 0.2. Very small hover duration. You know what I'm gonna call this? Not hover duration. Animation duration. That's better. And play it a little less. Just a tad. All right, that's good. That's great. I hate it. I don't hate it. So there we go. Boy, that's like a lot of stuff that I don't like being in the same place. Oh. Main selection. I wonder if I should put it. Oh. I call something like main menu and put, yeah, cancel option, credits, settings, yeah, all this can go in main menu, as well as main selection and level selection. And then I'll have one called pause menu. that I put the instructions in as well as the pause selection. All right, now everything's a little neater organizationally, and added cancel button. Okay. That's good. That's really good. Reorg. Gorgadorg. All right, there we go. All right, I am gonna end this stream because Society of Play meets at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, and I'm gonna go do that. So, thanks for watching if you tuned in, and if you didn't, you're, it's your loss. I'm just kidding. Hey, didn't I move this just now? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. No. Also, I just remembered I need to put you on a different thing. Okay, apparently the bus layout does not like being put into a different folder. Maybe that's why they it wasn't working. Or did I just copy and paste it? I thought I moved it. If I hit play. Oh god. All right. Goodbye.